My name is Akhere Omonkhua and I am the new CEO of AREF. And I'm glad to have joined AREF on February 24, 2024. I first got involved with AREF in 2018 when I applied for the AREF Excel Researcher Development Program, and I was the institutional lead at the University of Benin. Thereafter, I joined the AREF College of Experts and eventually I became an AREF faculty. And so for me, it has been a very interesting journey for being an AREF fellow and now becoming the AREF CEO. One of the major things that endeared me to AREF, especially in the earlier days, was its focus, its niche on researcher development. I have worked within Africa for the past 20 years, and one of the things I have seen over and over again in Africa is that gap between the doctoral phase and the research leadership. And so the special niche of AREF, of building capacity to fill this gap, is to me a dream come true. And one of the things that I have realized with this is that it empowers researchers to become their best. And this is what Africa truly needs. There are brilliant researchers in Africa, but they sometimes lack that capacity to move from doctoral phase to research independence. And AREF bridges that very important gap. And I have seen the impact in my students, in the people I interact with, and even in the wider AREF community. For me, I saw working in AREF as a privilege. I had seen firsthand the impact that AREF has, and being part of that community that truly meets the need of African researchers was a dream come true for me. And so, one of my driving force for being part of AREF is number one, is focused on capacity building, and number two is focused on postdoctoral individuals, because this is where we need a big push in Africa to move people towards research independence. The figures are clear. 3% of research output coming from Africa. If we could push that up to 10% in the next few years, that would be fantastic. That is one of the driving forces of wanting to be in AREF, and I'm happy that I'm here. What inspires me most about AREF is not just the vision, but also the unique model of AREF. So what AREF does is to take a fresh postdoc and provide the tools to lead them to research leadership. And it does this in a very well articulated step. First, there is the grants writing program, which introduces postdocs to the world of writing grants, compelling grants for world-renowned funders. And then it takes them through the leadership program, the research development fellowship programs, which strengthens these skills. I think AREF has made very tremendous impact in the last 10 years. And so where do I see AREF in the next 5 years? My goal for AREF is to increase funding so that we can support even more excellent African health researchers. I've seen now that we have more researchers than we can support. And I think that one of the ways to do this is, of course, to increase funding. Another way I think that we can achieve this growth within the next 5 years is to engage more African institutions. One of the wonderful programs that AREF has is the Excel Researcher Development Program. And this not only targets the researcher, it also targets the research ecosystem. As we know, researchers perform as well as their environment. And so when you target that ecosystem, you provide a scenario for them to excel in their given task. AREF also focuses on women development, and it has the Women Grants Writing Program and the Women Leadership Program. And I think this is really important because African women face some very peculiar challenges in their research journey, and this means that AREF can support them. What I would want in the future is for AREF to be the go-to organization when it comes to researcher development in the postdoctoral level.